I've spoken before regularly on the phenomenon that's been emerging, more often than not, within the thriller and horror scenes of the cinema world. That being what I call, and I don't know if anybody else has adopted this name, I'm coming up with it in the moment at the very least, brand mooching, in that you have a major picture, major Hollywood film release, and all these smaller films line up in regards to having close release dates, or maybe they're a little further out, but they want to start kicking up their marketing cycle. And said, larger film gets a ton of attention, whether it be maybe a one-off or part of a larger or emerging franchise, and these smaller pictures say, hey, we don't necessarily have the widest means of access in terms of marketing resources. And to be fair, some of those films might be good, they might not. I can speak to a general variance in that landscape, whether it be pictures I've covered or what I've personally sat through. I can attest, there's a mixture. But you have these smaller films say, how can we get more attention towards our movie? It makes sense. We'll just, bank off the branding of a larger movie, whether it be skewing the project in advertisements to fit, even though the movie might have nothing to do with the other picture. You'll have these films structure their advertisements so that maybe it gives a certain allusion to the genre, or they might be more blatant and direct and adapt terminology specifically from the title of the other movie. This has to be, and I've seen that phenomenon again quite a bit. This is the most aggressive, I think, that I've ever personally sat through. And I've seen a litany of examples. Let's say, for example, among the Jurassic movies. Anything titled with Jurassic, obviously banking off of Jurassic World, but there's a litany of smaller projects that fit under that branding. Cocaine Shark, though. Again, most direct I think I've ever seen, especially in accordance to theatrical debuts, because now we have Cocaine Bear in theaters, right? And as I understand, I haven't seen it yet. It's done very well, at least from what I've heard in audience regard. I don't know about the financials of that, but that picture got a lot of attention, I can certainly say, when the trailers came out. So it makes sense for a film from Wild Eye Releasing, which is a much smaller outlet by comparison to Universal, makes sense for them to come along and go, hey, let's make a movie about a drugged up animal. And why not do it on sharks for another edition to the Shark Movie Hall of Fame? And I speak again about smaller movies variants. Shark movies are a whole other category. It seems there's a new one every day. That's not the only one I'm looking at either in terms of tonight, but oh my word. Again, like I said, probably the most blatant. Could it be good? I mean, I try to be fair when I cover smaller pictures, and I do accommodate a wide range of projects I cover on this channel. I try to, but I try and be honest as well, and when I look at the regards of Wild Eye Releasing, it's a mix. They're the ones who released Jurassic World, not Jurassic World, sorry, that was much better, Jurassic Shark. Keep that in mind as you watch this. It could be good, it might not. It could be another Jurassic Shark. We'll have to witness it ourselves. But I look at the title Cocaine Shark and I'm already rolling my eyes. So if you want a good understanding of the pitch, I guess, because I haven't looked at this in detail either, this is what you can expect according to the IMDb synopsis. A mafia drug lord has unleashed a new, highly addictive stimulant on the streets called HT25, derived from sharks held captive in a secret lab, and which causes monstrous side effects. After an explosion and leak at the lab, an army of, mutated, bloodthirsty sharks and other creatures are set loose on the world as a small band of people try to stop the carnage. This will be interesting to watch. It's not the only film amid, bloodthirsty sharks. We've seen that. Like I said, another shark movie addition to the trend. There's a wide variety, and they all tend to fit. Whether you look at Sand Sharks or Jurassic Shark or Six-Headed Shark Attack, I bring up some comical examples for a reason. I've seen all of those, and they're... Anyway, will Cocaine Shark fit with it? I don't know. It's kind of traditionalist, I would say, in some of the plot elements of the drug capacity, and then I guess mutated sharks, which they've done this before. I read this though, and I think immediately mutated bloodthirsty sharks. It's like another sky sharks or something about the history. I have no idea. Other creatures, okay, then maybe there's some freshness there. What types are coming in part of this? Is there going to be a bear? That'd be funny. Let's take a look at this and see how lucky these resistance members are. If they call the army that, I'm going to flip. Anyway, short trailer, under a minute, not a surprise. Let's take a look at this. I don't know what to expect, but nothing, I would say, that stellar. At least on first presumption.
I was working for a kingpin named Garisco. Tons of mafia and drug money.
Because special effects are already cheap.
HT25.
Not
The
all.
series started failing.
Is that like just a transitional element for the ad, or is that in the
Horrible
movie?
creatures created by its side effects.
There's been a change of plans.
Change of plans? Because of the lab explosion? Missing test animals?
We had an accident at the lab.
Oh boy.
An explosion.
Well,
Remaining specimens
some things look great,
either
others
explosion
don't.
or escaped.
Oh goodness. I will say they. What is that? A hammerhead turtle?
I think I saw something in the
Or
water.
lobster?
I think it was a shark.
Hammerheads are fresh. We haven't done that before yet, as far as I'm aware. It's mostly like great whites. I've said in the past, many times when I cover smaller film fare, I try and be as accommodating as possible because I understand. I respect indie fare quite a bit because you have filmmakers that oftentimes are trying. But sometimes there are things you just cannot ignore. Like I said, the aggressive branding. I guess, are they hooked up on cocaine? Highly addictive stimulant called HT25. Like, is that cocaine based? Or again, are they just taking off of the branding? This could be, another case of, it has nothing to do with Cocaine Bear, other than the drug aspect. I don't know. I'm starting to think perhaps, maybe it could be cocaine based that they gave these sharks cocaine in the lab, I have no idea. Acting quality to compliment Jurassic Shark, to be honest with you. I mean, it's the scientist role. It's the same dang thing. And the practical effects for the creatures, is this, what are these things? Is this like some spider dino bat hybrid? I mean, I'll give points for freshness, but it definitely is, I would say, lacking in budget. Although some of the, okay, I will say this, the disease on the one guy's face, that actually looks fine, but the rest of the special effects, like the practical creatures moving around, the stop motion type feels of them, does not appear that alluring. It could be quite funny. It could be another Jurassic Shark. Or, I guess, Jurassic Lobster. That's what I'm going to call this thing. I mean, again, the mutation idea is kind of creative. There's some freshness there, but I look at your branding of Cocaine Shark, and I'm just, like, rolling my eyes at this point. And with the Wild Eye releasing, I'm not surprised with the constraints on quality. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like I've said, I have some fun occasionally going in because I'm very familiarized with the studio, with the type of film you're getting. And Cocaine Shark is not a shock to me at all. If you look at I've said before, consult the Tubi page of all their shark movies and you will be amazed if you've never looked at the search results before. There is a litany of them. And we talk about trends in, horror and thriller. Let's say, for example, over the last couple of years, zombies, clowns, nuns, and dinos. Like I said earlier with the Jurassic Shark Association, or Jurassic Shark, or Jurassic anything, really. Not a surprise to me. Well, it was when I found out about that sharks were an ever trend, but to see one of such dominance like this, it's still befuddling to me. And I've covered a litany of shark movies. I've watched a bunch too, so definitely not like to, let's say, the level of The Meg. I don't think in any way Cocaine Shark compares. I honestly don't think it really compares in quality either to Cocaine Bear. I think a lot of us would agree. Between pictures, which one would you want to see? Would you want to see like an obvious, both are kind of like comedically centered movies. Maybe this movie's going to be very self-aware in the script. I don't know. I would just say based on the acting, it's not going to be that convincing if it's trying to go for that. What would you find more appealing? A project like this on its face that you're probably going to laugh at? Or a film that's more comedically driven like Cocaine Bear? I thought Cocaine Bear looked great, but maybe Cocaine Shark is going to be even funnier because, again, maybe it's a very self-aware movie. And we don't have, the budgetary lengths that other top-tier Hollywood movies can go to, but we're working with what we have, and what we have isn't much. But at least it gives you some entertainment. I don't know. It's funny. Like I said, though, this is the most apparent branding cheating I've ever seen. I don't know. And there's quite a good helping of examples, but Cocaine Shark, in my opinion, is a new level. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you bounce, feel free to drop a like and comment, subscribe to this channel with a ding on the bell, and share this video with your friends. And consider checking out the description here. There you'll find links to my other channels, as well as addresses to my other social media accounts and ways you can help support my work if you feel so inclined. May God bless you, and looking forward to when our paths cross again.